conversation into our liquidity portion. I can't thank you enough. All right, so up next we have Mr. Johnny SUEDE coming up from SUEDE Coin. Let's bring him up, Mr. Quinton.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys,
Speaking of the man, the handsome dude, I tell you, man, it's always a pleasure to see you. You are a fan. We're a fan of yours, like nobody's business. The work you've been doing with us and Anvilbot and all that stuff. Thank you so much for your patience and everything. So let me get all your stuff up over to the side here. Normally I have it all there.
No,
But
big fan of the bots. It's always great, and this has been a great show. I love to listen to people that are building and realize that the money and the value, all of that's going to come as a byproduct. As long as we show up and we actually try to create something that is usable and brings some inherent value, that's going to happen. We just need to make sure that we, I think, right the ship a bit, which I think is called for more now than ever, especially in light of the past week. And I also am uniquely positioned to speak on the burning and hats. There's some great hats out there, but I have the best. It says exit liquidity. Yeah, exit liquidity.
He showed us this before the show. There goes. It was funny as hell. I love it. I got to find myself.
I've done quite well being exit liquidity. And Bitcoin was dumping at 5K, and I was the only one buying, and I was exit liquidity. But there's a long-term picture, and I think that's the great thing that memes AI and the last part. Everyone that's been talking today has really kind of hammered home. Like if you're in this spot, if you're showing up now and you're building, then chances are you weren't here for the quick grab the cash and run. And that was something that we tried to reiterate early on with SUEDE AI, and it's a reason why we have about 53% of the supply burnt. If I went back and did it over, I would not have burnt it because we then ran into issues as far as our market cap looking inflated. So it looked like we were around 25 million when we were closer to around 18, 17. So we've had that revised to compensate for the burned coins. Also, when you get listed on exchanges, we've been listed on a few, and we have every top exchange that's willing to list us, but they want supply, so if they're burned, it's better to do, even if you just do like a 7-day rolling lockup, that's really good because people know that, hey, at least I can get in and nothing crazy is going to happen tomorrow. But if you need the liquidity to deploy to exchanges, you always have it.
Can we keep you here in this? I want to keep this mentality and keep this content, but I would like to have that in the chill portion if you don't mind.
I really appreciate I gotta run it too.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, but I'm going to be back on Saturday, and then I'm doing a Spaces tonight on our channel at 7 as well on our X. So we're going to do AMA, but I'm going to be on Saturday as well. But
cool.
Yeah, that's my quick thing. Lock it up even for a year if you have to, but burning, maybe step back from.
Oh yeah, that perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing that. You want to tell everybody what SUEDE AI is and what the community to coin is?
Sure. So it's generative AI. It creates music that creates provenance on chain. So you own the intellectual property. You then are due royalties. And what we think and in our vision and what we're seeing happening based on the interest that we're getting, articles from TechCrunch and huge publications that are really interested in. Someone talked about Truth Terminal. Our agent has said things that Truth Terminal has said, which has caught a lot of interest. But so what our view and Jack Dorsey echoed this sentiment a few days ago. He said, our reality is going to be difficult to discern whether or not it's virtual or it's our actual reality. And the only way to really protect against that is by self-directed AI agents. So our view in the creative space, as musicians are being leapfrogged and just people are going straight to AI, if the artist has a self-directed AI agent that is indicative of their vision, of their values, then the studios are going to use that AI agent as an ethical standard and what will be required of. And so they'll have to owe the artist royalties, and they'll also owe the artist royalties to the estate in perpetuity. So after the artist passed, if they want to continue to make pieces of work using that person's likeness, they'll owe the estate, as it should be, royalties. So this is the way that artists protect against just being completely negated entirely and jumped over.
Awesome. Sorry, I got very
No, no,
distracted
no,
with something.
no. Yeah, I don't want to throw too much in there, but
Yeah, no
that's the
worries. I
basic.
appreciate it. I just rugged myself in that hole. That hole
Oh
mentality.
yeah,
I
hey,
appreciate
story of my life. Yeah. Um,
it. It's all good.
but
No,
no, I recommend.
I love
Yeah,
the system that you've created over there because
good.
I've been playing music for a really long time in my life, and I've made
Likewise.
maybe 50 songs and some commercials and some other things that I've done. And again, yes, I've done a lot because I've been around a long time.
I can
Hence
see.
hence the gray in the beard. But one thing I've always had a favor to, because my radio station network was all independent artists, unsigned independent artists, and we had over 1 million in our network back in 2011 to
Okay.
2015.
Yeah.
And one thing that they never knew, they were just there to make music. They just wanted to make music. They had no idea what the
Hmm.
BMI is, and all the other networks and all the people. I think things like Epidemic Sound, they started to really get the
Yep.
independent music
Yep.
started on.
Yep.
Like these beautiful companies that had like all these great ideas involved, but these scum lords of people that were in producers
Yep.
that just ripped people off. Nobody having IP anymore on their stuff. Man, you've done such a great job that even making
Thank you.
AI stuff is a musical talent. It's artistry. And that is something that you should keep a hold on. If you put 17 beats together, I think Ed Sheeran of fighting, what copyright is and what stuff sounds similar to other things, it doesn't matter
Yep.
anymore. But what really matters is the unique capability of making the music and making people fun and having content with it, but keeping them safe as well. So I'm glad that you're here in this industry and
Thank
you
you.
know what you're doing. You're very educated in this
Thank you.
process. And I want to have like a whole show around the AI stuff and get like a music collective going on so we can see and hear what it is.
Yeah. I'd love
Because
to do that.
that show format's always fun. Like one day, I think I may want to get back into radio and do AI radio, where they come up with the music and just play music all day. That'd be absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Johnny,
And the last thing
yeah,
I'll
go
say
ahead.
too, sorry, is
Yeah.
we don't I don't I'm not the biggest fan of AI just taking over art.
Mhm.
That's what we're trying to
Right.
mitigate. And
Oh, I see. Yeah.
with artists having some agency, no pun, in the direction of the agent, we're realistic about where it is headed and what's happening. So
Good.
we're trying to mitigate that complete nullify of the artist, essentially.
Oh, I see. That's good. Yeah. So we'll augment that dream of mine, not just be AI
Yeah.
taking over Skynet,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and
Yes.
have it all AI music only. Who knows? All
No.
right. Not like we're building that tomorrow. We got too much time.
No.
All right.
You got
Thank
a
you so
week.
much for being here. I know you got to
Thanks,
get
man.
going here soon. So we
Thank you.
always appreciate
Appreciate you
you.
guys.
You're a constant pleasure to have on the show. We'll see you next time,
Thank
brother.
you. I'll
All
see you
right.
Saturday. All right, guys.
All
Bye.
right. Bye bye. Awesome, dude. I love that guy. Humble.